Good morning. If you're out there, is anybody out there? I don't know. I really don't blame you for not being out there. It's a Monday morning here, so y'all know how Monday mornings goes. How y'all's doing? How was your weekend? If you're out there on the replay, yeah, so. Well, hey, Bill wants to get into the action, So how y'all doing this morning? Good morning. Welcome to the channel. My name is Brian. And, I think I'm just going to play some music. Monday morning music off, music-a-thon, well, for an hour. And then I have to go to school, so. Here we go. Let's start off with this one.
Ain't got nobody to share my bed. Ain't got nobody to hold my hand. Truth of the matters, I ain't got no man. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. She answered, babe, what must I do? Your money too. He said share your bed and your money too. Big boy opened his mouth and said, trouble with you is you ain't got no head. If you had a head and used your mind, you could have me with you all the time. He said, share your bed and your money too. Hey, yeah. He said, share your bed and your money too.
I hit that one a little early.
Many have achieved a child of scorn grew lean while he assailed the seasons. He wept that he was ever born and he had reason. Many for love the days of old when swords were bright and steeds were prancing. The vision of a warrior bold would set him dancing.
Well, good morning, my friends. How y'all doing? I thought I'd go for the little blues intro for today's show because, we love the blues around here. Hear me, bug eyed. So, all right. So, is there a reason behind this, Irish? I know you're as innocent as any Irish mark can be, but yeah, I agree with the F Sciento. But I didn't watch your thing yesterday. Did they try to? Nah, ain't no telling what they're up to. Okay, yeah, we're good here. So good morning, and then good morning. How you doing, my friends? And there's one of the other Celts. Okay, we love our Celts in the house. You have a confession. You're still in PJs. I have a confession. I've definitely been up too long, and it's way too early in the morning. I've been up mostly since like 3:30. Of course, I slept mostly yesterday. I worked my ass off on stuff yesterday morning, and I was yeah, I know how that is. The doggies. That's why I played that one Minerva because I had to take George out. Yeah, I slept most yesterday evening, so. Oh. So only PJ lunches with friends. All right, let's play some more. I had a show planned, and then I'm like, let's just play a few.
I heard a fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. I willed my keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed the fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see. Portion of me be assignable, and then it was there interposed to fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
All right, let's go back here. F Santo, yeah, that sounds about right. You know, you were nowhere near their entrance and had zero interactions. Yes, of course. You know, and Yeah. Yeah, we all see you live stream. You're really far away, and there's bars in between you. You know, it's not like, and they have to come to you. The only thing I've seen them do is come to you. You should counter sue or whatever. Say they're harassing you. Yes, and we totally understand. That's why we need you to be careful and everything. On a plus side, it was reassuring to know that my protesting style is well inside the law. So of course they don't watch me, you know. So, but yeah, FUF sign. It also shows that they don't like me there. Of course they don't. Yep, that's good. Win for Irish. Win for Irish. We just got to make sure Irish stays out of the clink. Yeah. Oh boy, that's funny. I know it's not funny, but at least you're not. At least you're not in jail because you know how it's here in America. Even though things are going. That's all I gotta say. Things are going, and they could slip. Right now, there's this cartoon that I see on Facebook every once in a while that I actually share every once in a while. It's got this dude in a bathrobe, some line drawing. This dude in a bathrobe, glasses, just a typical American suburban dorky husband-looking guy, and he's opening the door, and on the other side, out there's a bunch of freaking federal agents, and he goes, "Honey, did you post something negative about the regime again on social media?" I know that's some countries they'll do that to you. We're lucky still. That's here we go.
O'er the wet sands an insect crept, ages ere man on earth was known, and patient time while nature slept, the slender tracing turned to stone. 'Twas the first autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall scape oblivion's broom so long? 'Twas the first autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall scape oblivion's broom so long? The first autograph and ours. Prithee, how much of prose or song, in league with the creative powers, shall escape oblivion's broom so long. I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now, those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. His mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been
Good morning. How are you doing? I'm assuming you're not being chauffeur right now. Yes, it's always nice being with pals. My weekend was spent mostly with my dogs, and I was working on stuff. So, I was mostly busy. Yeah, I don't know. Now you're making me hungry. But I got class at 9. Oh, I leave here because the cafeteria at school is open from 7 to 9. We'll figure it out. Yes, definitely, if that's a recourse there. Hey, Sophia, how are you doing? How have you been? Okay, love that you were getting a bit of support from that guy and that he has put shorts up on his channel. That's cool. So, now the question is, can Irish do that? I'm pretty sure she can because, a lot of their law, common law is all this up, but the subtle differences, All right. We haven't heard this one in a while since Sophia's here. Let me find it. I know it's like right here, I think. Here we go.
twig trembles which a bird lights on to sing, then leaves unbent. So is my memory thrilled and stirred. I only know she came and went. As clasped some lake by gusts unriven, the blue dome's measureless content, so my soul held that moment's heaven. I only know she came and went. As at one bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Stood and met my gaze through the low doorway of my tent. The tent is struck, the vision stays. I only know she came and went. Has anyone bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Only to think she came and went. As everyone bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Only to think she came and went.
All right, let's see. From up here before breakfast. Now you're quite welcome. That's one of our faves around here, even though we try to keep this family-friendly show most of the time. Yes, bedhead. My hair's too right now. I can't usually keep my hair too short for bedhead, and when it was really long that time, it just too unmanageable for bedheads. I don't worry about it. You need to tell this guy about what we're doing on here, like your stuff and my stuff, and what like we do on. I don't know. You Echo does a lot of stuff. Like we're doing a showcase in a couple weeks. I'll get more information on that. But yes, bedhead is good. Oh, hi, ho. That's good to know. Updates is always good. Constant updates. Bedhead is your default, unless it's wash day, because I don't brush my hair. Yeah, your hair is kind of like got a mind of its own most of the time. That's what it looks like, especially when I see you on with like antics and stuff like that. Of course, you realize Sophia and Pizza and everybody, we've known each other for like we've been interacting and known each other for like 3 years now. So, yeah. Why would you ruin your day by getting dressed? Well, I gotta go to school. Cool. You met an African singer and heading to perform. She's going to, or African lady who's a singer. African lady who's a singer. Okay, let me get this straight. She's going to contact me next time. Ooh. That's always good. Yes, definitely. Spread the word. Yeah, I would let. That's it, right there. Echo Sunos showcase here in a couple weeks, so or something like that. I'll be there. Yes, Medusa is very independent, kind of like you. Takes after her perch. Oh. Yep. All right, let's play some more. Let's do this. All right. The Celts are here and everybody else. So guess what? We go here. Go here. I don't know where these are now. Ooh. Here we go.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors. At Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush, said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town. Beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors. At Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush, said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town. Beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. Above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, sound in France that to his secret keeps. I slept, none knew which bush above the town. Beyond the drover, 100 spot the down. In Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
Ah, da, da, da.
The linnet in the rocky dells, the moorlark in the air, the bee among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer grows above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they her smiles of love caressed have left her solitude. I ween that when the grave's dark wall did first her form retain, they thought their hearts could ne'er recall the light of joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now, and where are all their tears? Well, let them fight for honor's breath, or pleasure's shade pursue. The dweller in the land of death is changed and careless too. And if their eyes should watch and weep till sorrow's source were dry, she would not in her tranquil sleep return a single sigh. Blow west wind by the lonely mound, and murmur summer streams. There is no need of other sound to soothe my lady's dream.
All right. I can see they're up there. So, how you doing, my friend? It's been a while. Thank you for stopping by. Yes, this is. I get to play those songs over and over again. It's like have I I know I only play them on here once or twice a week, but I hear them all the time, and it's like, am I playing these too much? No. Everybody saying hi to Cricket. Yes, hey, stick around At the end of the show, we got 20 minutes left. At the end of the bluegrass session, it's one for you. If you're still here, if you like. Everybody singing Hunter Cricket. If you want to claim that song for yourself, as long as I get some of the royalties, that's fine. Yes. Hey, man. I'm glad you're alive. Speaking of someone we interacted with for 3 years. Okie dokie. Yeah, it's Emily. Yes, it's definitely a Celt. I put Desert Rock, but it turned out to Celt. Yes, absolutely beautiful. Well, it's Emily Bronte, so yeah. And then there she is. The bluegrass section is coming up here in a minute, but I got to play one more. And everybody saying hi. Yes, the rhythm is awesome. And everybody saying hi. Here pretty soon, yeah. Yeah, the last one, so you got to stick around for 20 minutes because I'm going to play one more for the Celts. It's like this set of 3 I like to play together that, well, just recently. So here it goes. This is Amelia Opie's Ode to the Last Campaign.
Spring, thy impatience bloom restrain, nor wake so soon thy genial power. For deeds of death must hail thy reign, and clouds of fate around thee low. Hearts can comfort find, or lull to peace the dread alarms which rack the friends of humankind. In vain thy balmy breath to me sends with its sweets the evening gale. Prove to works of carnage, scenes of strife. Footsteps trace again the soil in frost enthrall, and check the war fiend's murderous chase. A fruitless prayer thy hand divine must on the teeming season lead, and contrast diet war's red shrine must bid unnumbered victims bleed, but not in vain flame triumphant shine. Galilee shall bid the world be free, and war his blood-stained throne
Well, I hope the music helps a little bit. And yes, good morning, Matt. How are you doing? And good morning to Jennifer. I'm glad you like this song. Matt. Probably an inside joke. I'm a clueless here. So yeah, what goes on around and stuff. Partially, I'm afraid to ask. All right, let's see here. Okay, see any other ones I want to. Yes, I'm glad y'all are here, and I hope y'all enjoyed the show so far. So I'm just going to keep on going. Here we are entering the bluegrass portion of the of the entertainments. We just got to get to this one here. Here we go.
All thoughts, all passions, all delights, whatever stirs this mortal frame, all are but ministers of love and feed his sacred flame. Oft in my waking dreams do I live o'er again that happy hour, when midway on the mount I lay beside the ruined tower. The moonshine stealing o'er the scene had blended with the lights of Eve, and she was there, my hope, my joy, my own dear Genevieve.
She leant against the armored rounded statue of the armed knight. She stood and listened to my lay amid the lingering light. Few sorrows hath she of her own, my hope, my joy, my Genevieve. She loves me best whene'er I sing the songs that make her grieve.
I played a soft and doleful air, I sang an old and moving story, an old rude song that suited well that ruin wild and hoary.
She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace, for well she knew I could not choose but gaze upon her face.
I told her of the knight that wore upon his shield a burning brand, and that for 10 long years he wooed the lady of the land.
I told her how he pined, and the deep, the low, the pleading tone
with which I sang another's love interpreted my own.
She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace,
and she forgave me that I gazed too fondly on her face.
But when I told the cruel scorn that crazed that bold and lovely knight, and that he crossed the mountain woods, nor rested day nor night,
that sometimes from the savage den, and sometimes from the darksome shade, and sometimes starting up at once in green and sunny glade, there came and looked him in the face an angel beautiful and bright, and that he knew it was touched that tenderest strain of all the ditty. My faltering voice and pausing harp disturb her soul with pity. All impulses of soul and sense had thrilled my guileless Genevieve. The music and the doleful tale, the rich and balmy, and hopes and fears that kindle hope, an undistinguishable throng, in gentle wishes long subdued, subdued and cherished long. She wept with pity and delight, she blushed with love and virgin shame, and like the murmur of a dream, I heard her breathe my name. Her bosom heaved, she stepped aside, as conscious of my look she stepped. Then suddenly with timorous eye she fled to me and wept. She half enclosed me with her arms, she pressed me with a meek embrace, and bending back her head looked up and gazed upon my face. 'Twas partly love and partly fear, and partly 'twas a bashful art, that I might rather feel than see the swelling of her heart. I calmed her fears and she was calm, and told her love with virgin pride. And so I won my Genevieve, my bright and beauteous bride.
No, MD Media was here earlier. I don't know if he's still here now. But let's see here. Gotta go back up to this one. How are you doing? Yes, great freaking job out there. I didn't get to watch. I've been busy, so I didn't get to watch any of it. But I heard what you were doing and stuff. So it's too early in the morning. Hey, style. Yeah, everybody's saying hi, hi. Just post the meeting with the agenda. Since now you're a mod, you can post it on there for people who want to attend. I have no idea what that's about, and I still think it's funny. I'm sorry. Don't mean to. Those necessary evil things. All right, let's play a couple more, and then I have to go. Necessary evil thing, like, school. I haven't heard this one in a while. Here we go.
Heaven bless the babe, they said. Heaven bless the babe. What queer books she may said where she must have read. She must have read. Love by whom I was beguiled. Grant I may not bear a child. Little does she guess today, little does she today, what the world may be, they say. What the world may be, they say. Snow drift deep and covered till the spring, my murdered lover.
or Nottingham. That's Berry Farms. I haven't heard that in a long time. Maybe. I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to play one more. Feel it if you're still here. But y'all were talking about a lot of things and stuff. And I don't know. Yeah. All right. So I hope you'll have a good day. I have class in an hour and a half. So I have to do this, play this last one here. I'm kind of obligated to do this here. Have an awesome, no, not this one. Here, please like and subscribe. Oh well. Yes, it's been bad. It's been a little, public works. Yeah. President. All right, you're here. Okay, good. Because here, this is called Wombat. Wombat, and it's by Douglas Alexander Stewart, an Australian poet. Here you go.
Hi there, old pig, old bear, old bristly and gingery. Wombat out of the red earth peering gingerly. Was there some thought afoot in the midst and the silence that stiffens whisker and ear and sounds fierce absence? Some smell means I see the dewdrop trembling upon the rushes. All else is the mist, now river and rocks and ridges. Poor lump of movable clay, snuffling and blinking, too thick in the head to know what thumps in your thinking. Rears in the rain. Easy, old tree roots companion, down there where your burrow dips in its yellow shadow. Deep in the we have one mother, good brother. It is her laughter that sends you now snorting and plunging like red flood water to earth again.
Oh. All right. I can go through a little bit of these and then I have to go. I hope you enjoyed that one. Yes, that for our Aussie in the audience. And hey, Haggis, go back a little ways. The Celtic part of the program was like about halfway through. Yes, jokes, so many jokes that we don't have the time for at the moment. Oh boy. Uh, okay. Jokes, some more jokes. And I have to go to class to get my head stuff with knowledge. Although I don't know what's going on today. There and back, and then more work. And I will see y'all tomorrow and I'll play the program I was going to play today. Yeah, it's all in the can and everything. So, yeah. Yes, cheers. You have a beautiful day too, everybody, and I will see y'all tomorrow. All right, bye.